October is prime time for harvesting the fruit of the prickly pear cactus. These particular ones are located near the coast in the Florida Panhandle. The whole plant is edible. Both the green petals are nopales and the ripe fruit. The nopales can be cut into strips or small pieces, then cooked or put into salads. To prevent getting tiny stickers in your hands, wear leather or thick rubber gloves before picking the fruit. Today, we will make jelly from the pears. They're also called tunas or figs. The first thing we're going to do is burn the prickles off the prickly pears with a propane torch. Okay, the first thing you do is put your torch on low. Then you pick up the fruit, or also known as the tuna. And it's got these tiny little spicules all around it. That'd be the prickles of the prickly pear. And then you simply do this, and you can tell when they disintegrate because they kind of go up into a little glow. And we saw this idea from a guy named the Mullet Man on YouTube. Thanks, Mullet Man. See how they all kind of glow right there as they burn? You wouldn't want to overdo it. Just when you see them glow, you know they're burning. They're pretty fine. They're not as stiff as a sand spur spike would be. They're very aggravating if you get them in your skin. Next step is to wash the fruit. The next step is to cut the ends off of the fruit, off of each end. It's a nice color, isn't it? Some people don't cut them. Some people cut them into smaller pieces. But I think if they're split down the middle, that gives pretty good surface area there. This would be the throwaways.
Barely cover the fruit with water. Enough.
Okay. So now we're going to boil, right?
Right. Now we're boiling.
Okay. So we've covered the fruit with just enough water to barely cover it. And we've put it on the stove, and are going to let it boil a while. Previously, we unpacked new fruit jars and put them in the dishwasher. The tops and rims will be boiled. Okay, so the dishwasher finally got finished, and now we're going to put the jars on a tray and put them in the oven, 250 degrees for 15 minutes. Beginning to come to a boil now. The idea is to boil it long enough to extract as much of the flavor and the juice out of the fruit as you can. It's getting there. Now get my glove on. Okay, we're going to boil this for around 10 minutes or so and use the potato masher to help extract all the good stuff out of it. It seems to be cooking pretty well. We've only got about 5 minutes to go. And then after this, we'll strain it.
Okay.
Close up on this. Okay, now we're going to strain it. After we determined that it had cooked down what we thought was long enough.
Nice dark liquid.
Yeah. Get all those seeds. An empty husk. Okay, we got the main pot cleaned, and now we're going to strain it another time. Okay, for the final straining, we put a cheesecloth into the strainer container. Okay. It's going through kind of slow there because it's filtering out finer particles. So that should make for some real clear jelly. Okay, we got the final straining done, and now we're going to see how much juice we have. We hope we have at least 4 cups. Four cups right there and a little bit left over, maybe another cup. So that will take 1 box of Sure Gel. Okay, here we have 1 quart, which is 4 cups of the juice.
Correct.
How much pectin?
Pectin. This is 1.5 boxes, which is approximately 4 ounces.
Okay, and sugar?
5.5 cups of sugar. 1/3 cup of lemon juice.
Okay, so that's the way we're making.
So the lemon juice is in there, and the pectin is about to go in there. This is the pectin. I'm going to add a little bit of water and boil it and dissolve it very well before I add it to the juice, and that will prevent lumping
Okay.
of the pectin. 5.5 cups of sugar going in.
Some people use 3.5 cups of sugar. Some use 7, and we've settled on 5.5. They all work.
Sugar dissolves quickly and easily.
Continue stirring until all the sugar is dissolved. Then let it come to a rolling boil for about 1 minute.
Okay. Final step coming up here.
About that much?
Yes. Perfect. Then I'm going to cut this off. And
Yeah, cut it off. That's okay. Pot's lighter now, easier to handle. So pouring is much easier than dipping, but when the pot is full, dipping is probably better because you don't have to pick the whole heavy pot up.
so
All right, so we got a little more to go here. Need another lid.
a little less than half of this 5-gallon bucket of prickly pears, we got over 25 half-pint jars of prickly pear jelly.
Okay, it's the next day now. Now comes the big test. Nice, look at that. Nice red, deep color. Think it's going to be good?
Oh yeah, I sure hope so. Looks pretty. Looks so
Okay, here's the big test. Mmm, delicious. This is like state fair quality. I believe you could win first prize. Mmm. Mmm.